Hi, first graders. On Monday, we talked about how to find the main idea of a nonfiction text. Today, we're going to talk about how we can prove the main idea is true with some supporting details. Remember, the main idea is what the text is mostly about. But you also need supporting details to help prove the main idea. Supporting details are facts that support or prove the main idea. We can think of the main idea and supporting details like a stool. Here's a stool, one that you sit on. The top of the stool, where you sit down upon, is the main idea. It's the biggest idea in the text or the biggest part of the stool. But the supporting details are like the legs of the stool. The legs hold up the top of the stool and keep it balanced, and the supporting details hold up the main idea to prove that it's true. Without the legs, the stool can't stand up. And without the supporting details, the main idea isn't proven. You need both parts to be able to explain what the main idea of the text is, just like you need both parts to make sure the stool actually works. I'm going to find the main idea and 3 supporting details of this article on Pebble Go called Animal Communication. Here's my article. The headings are No Talking, Song Talk, Talk by Smell, Face Talk, and Touch Talk. Animals can't talk, but they do communicate. A whale sings underwater messages. Bees communicate by touch with their antenna. Elephants use 70 sounds to communicate with the herd. Birds sing to send messages to other birds. One song may mean, stay away, this area is mine. Another song may be saying, come build a nest with me. Some songs signal danger. Okay, so we've already learned about how some animals communicate without sound and how some animals communicate with songs. This one's called Talk by Smell. Some animals use the sense of smell to communicate. A female moth has a scent to attract male moths. Fish send stay away warnings with a bad odor. Skunks do the same thing. Face talk. A primate's face sends messages to other animals. Worried primates frown. A monkey with fluttering eyelids wants to be friends. A gorilla says, I'm angry, by sticking out its tongue. Oh, I didn't know that. And the last section is called touch talk. Touch is another way animals communicate. Elephants show love by rubbing their trunks together. Pet dogs and cats rub against your leg when they want attention. Wow, I learned a lot of different ways that animals communicate from this article, by song, by smell, by face, by touch, lots of different ways. Now I'm going to think about the main idea and 3 supporting details from that article. I think the main idea of this article is that there are different animals that communicate in different ways. I think that describes the biggest idea, the most important idea in the article. But I'm going to prove it with 3 supporting details. The first detail I think proves the main idea is that fish use a bad smell to tell other animals to stay away. That shows one way that animals communicate, through smell. Another supporting detail is that gorillas stick out their tongues to say they are angry. That shows another way that animals communicate, through their face. My last supporting detail is that elephants say I love you by rubbing their trunks together. That shows a third way of animal communication, which is through touch. So the main idea is different animals communicate in different ways, and then I gave 3 examples of facts that prove that main idea. For your assignment today, you're going to do the same thing. Choose any article to read on Pebble Go or any nonfiction book you have from home on Epic, Raz-Kids, or T-Read. As you read, think about the main idea of the text. And then you can use the main idea and details paper to answer the questions and find the main idea and 3 supporting details for the text that you choose to read. Have fun!